Connection is everything to me and this business that I'm running. It all started with connection. It was me connecting to myself so I could connect with those that I love even better. Now, you may have seen it first as a traveler's notebook, the traveler's notebooks that I design and I make for my customers. Now, even though I only open my Etsy shop a few times a year now to offer those to you, they are still at the center of my business because they hold all the systems that I teach. My intention has always been connection to the way that we spend our time, connection to the way we choose to live and to remember our life, and the way that we make a connection to ourselves. Now, none of that has changed. It's just been evolving a bit lately into something more personal than a beautiful traveler's notebook. It may hold all the systems that help us make those connections, but there's much more to it than that. Just as with everything else, it's what's on the inside that counts, right? Now, the purpose of my business is to create a community of people who value connection, mostly to support women who have decided that they have lost the most important connection with themselves and they're ready to work towards getting it back. Now, women who want to let go of the burdens that keep them from connecting with each other. That's what I want to focus on more as I continue to build this business. Now, I've been working very hard behind the scenes to put together a collection of ways to help women just like you to connect to their time, their life, and their self. It's the driving force behind everything that I do. I want to guide women to connect to their unique set of gifts and talents that they were born with, so that they can use those gifts and talents to connect and to love and to support the people that have been placed in their lives. I truly do believe that. You have to be connected to you if you're going to care for those that you've been entrusted with as a part of your life. That's why I've built this business the way that I have. And I hope that my unique gifts and talents serve you in that very same way. I believe that you have been entrusted to my care. And I want to help you however I can in the ways that I can. Thank you for being here week after week, trusting that I have something to share with you that will help you in some way. I really am so honored. Now, to help support this change, I've updated my website so that it will reflect more on the connections that we're building. It's what I like to call the Hunkeedori connection. Now, you can watch this episode on YouTube so you can see everything I'm walking you through. Or you can just listen here on the podcast if that's your favorite way to learn. Or do both. Listen and watch at the same time. Or listen as you go to hunkeedori.com and look at what I'm talking about. You'll find me on YouTube on the Hunkeedori channel and watch this episode live. So to start, I'm going to take you on a little tour of my new website so you can see where to click and where they take you, where each thing takes you, so that we can stay in touch. I like to make this connection easier for you. So let's take a look at hunkeedori.com. All right, here we are on my website. This is what it looks like at the very top. Yours is going to look a little different because for some reason when I get onto my website, it doesn't show me the top button right here. And there's a few other things you'll see that just because I'm the owner of the website, some things just don't show up. It's really strange to me. But anyway, right here along the top, you will not have this black button. That's also because I'm the owner of the website. But there is usually a button here that says Fabrics Gallery, and that's where you will see all the fabrics that I have available when my Etsy shop is open so that you can order a traveler's notebook or a fabric insert. You'll want to go in here and select your fabrics, and then that's where you will choose the fabrics. And then when you go on my Etsy shop to order it, you put the numbers of the fabric that you want. Now, if you want to be notified when my shop is open, the best place to hear about that is by joining the Keeping It Together community. so you can get my weekly message of encouragement in your inbox. If you're not already a member of that, if you're not getting my weekly email, you can join that at hunkeedori.com/community, or I'll also show you another place at the bottom of my website here where you can join. All right, the other button here at the top says schedule a call. This is where you reserve a 15-minute mini mentor session with me. So let's click on that and show you where it takes you. It takes you to this scheduling page. It shows you what's available within the next 10 working days. So if we're going to look into January here, you'll see, because I'm recording this before Christmas, you'll see that there's only these 3 days, but there'll be 10 days ahead of where you are on whatever day you get on there. Let's say you have time on the 3rd, and you can see the times that I have available that day. And every day is a little bit different because I have different slots available. And you'll get on there, you'll choose which time works best for you, and then we can get on a live Zoom call for 15 minutes. And like I said, it's free. And it's because I love to see your faces, and I would love to meet each one of you personally this way. Okay. So if you want to do that, I reserve a few hours every week just for these calls. So grab a time that works the best for you. Now, if you sign up for a mini mentor call between January 1st and January 31st of 2023, you are going to be registered for a drawing where one winner will get 2 free 1-hour connection mentorship sessions with me. What that means is, so you sign up for the mini mentor call. After you and I have met together for that 15 minutes and we've decided on something that you can start doing to help you move towards where you want to go, and we'll have time to discuss that and get to know each other, and I'll be able to give you some ideas of things you can try. After that, you get put into a drawing, and everyone that has done that mini mentor session with me between January 1st and January 31st, I will do a drawing for that, and that person will win this $200 prize, and you will get it for free. So we'll get together and start that connection mentorship, and we'll talk more about that as we go on here. So let's get out of here. So I'm just going to suggest and really encourage you to schedule a call with me, and let's get to know each other. I really love meeting you guys on these calls. All right, so this is where the changes have been mostly made in my website. It's now called Hunkeedori Connection. For me, connection is where everything starts. Okay, that's my goal. It's to mentor women who've lost themselves prioritizing others and are ready to reconnect to what they truly want using the unique connection method. So that's what this is all saying. You know, I've taught the unique connection method to many, many women. This is a method that I developed as I was going through a really hard time over 10 years ago, but it still helps me every day to keep it all together when things get really hard, which they do for all of us. But because I've set up these systems that I use every day, I haven't fallen as hard again or stayed in that hard place as long, because I'm always working towards getting even stronger. I've taught it to women in all different seasons of their life, and they all pretty much say the same thing. They feel stronger and they're ready for whatever's coming next. So I'd love to teach the unique connection method to you too. This Let's Connect button here is another button where you can sign up for that 15-minute mini mentor call. I'm really ready to share this method any way that I can with you. If you want to hear more about this method and how the systems of time, life, and self can help you to reconnect, I explain that in this section of my website. Right here, it tells you more about time, life, and self. So that's right here in the middle, and you'll see these squares with my cute little emblems that represent each of those methods. All right, as we continue to scroll down, you're going to see this section that says, let's work together. I do really want you to find encouragement in the ways that work for you the best. So I do have online workshops, those mini mentor sessions that I talked about already. You can choose your time again right here, and then the Learn the Unique Connection method. Let's go over to this online workshop because I want to show you where that takes you. It takes you to this other page where you can choose different workshops that I teach. Now, as you scroll down here, you'll see where I introduce myself to you, more about connecting to your time, your life, and yourself. And under the featured products here, you'll see Connect to Your Time workshop. In this one, I teach you time management skills about prioritizing and then using those priorities to make decisions in how you're going to spend your days. In the Daily Memories Journal workshop, this one right here in the middle, this one gives you an actual PDF file where you can print it off, and it's got one day printed for every year with a way that you can record a memory. And what I mean by that is you just choose one thing during your day, and I usually try to snap a picture, and then you create, it's a journal with pictures and one small memory every day. And I teach you how to do that in this workshop, and you get that free notebook is what it is. You'll print it off, and I teach you how to make that. Next is Camp Connection. Camp Connection is like my very, very favorite thing to teach. I have a few episodes here on the podcast about it and have talked about it on a lot of other people's podcasts as well. I've taught it in multiple different ways, and now it's here in my Hunkeedori Connection classroom. Camp Connection helps you to start your day with purpose with a set of supplies that I give you that help you to fill up your first aid kit. I call it the first aid kit for the soul. I teach you how to decide beforehand how you want to react to situations and how to direct your focus on what you want to have happen. I help you to feel purpose in every day. It really is my very favorite workshop to teach. You have to click on the View All Products button to see everything that I teach. Here's another one, the Self-Commitment Workshop. I'm really proud of this workshop. I love what it teaches. When I realized the power of keeping commitments to myself, that's when I first started seeing the power of self-connection. This is how I learned to love myself. It's not what I expected when I started setting goals in this way, but it's what happened. And I made a download for this one too that makes a little notebook that helps you. I help you in the workshop walk through how to use this method of setting goals. It breaks it down into individual parts and makes it easier. And it helps you to identify your why, and most importantly, to learn how to keep commitments to yourself. That's the very most important part. The last one here is Unique Connection. This is where everything comes together. All the systems are taught here. This is my full in-depth course that has everything you need to make the unique connection with yourself. This is the class where you learn to love exactly who you are and what you have to offer the world that you live in. This is where you'll define your priorities, how to live your life with them as your guide. This is where I'm going to teach you how you can learn to be your very own best friend, and she is there for you to guide you all along the way. I teach you how to connect to her and trust that she is always there for you. This class comes with weekly lessons. Let's click on it. I'll show you how much is included in the Unique Connection Method class. So each one there's an intro for this one, so you can watch that. I'll tell you a little bit more about the class. The first lesson is called Connect to Your Brain. And then you'll have 2 different lessons for that. There's a workbook that you download that you can use as I'm teaching you the lessons. There's homework. There's things you need to do to practice what you're taught. It's really powerful, and there's a lot to do. So the next section is Connect to Your Time. Walk you through all those things in these lessons. Connecting to your life. There's a lot here of videos, little mini lessons to teach you how to connect to your life. And the last one, which I've always thought is the most powerful, is connecting to yourself. And with each of these, you can see there's a 15-minute call that you get with me that's like that mini mentor call, but it's specifically geared toward what you learned in your lesson that day. So you have these 1, 2, 3, 4 15-minute mini mentor sessions with me. So that's what the Unique Connection class is all about. So that one's right here. It's called Unique Connection. So Now, for those of you that want full-on support to learn the unique connection method, I have I call option 2, and you will find that back here. That's what the Learn the Unique Connection method is all about. Now, let me show you on this one. I walk you through what the unique connection method is, again, with a video. Option 1 is when you take that class from me. That's what I just showed you, the unique connection method class. That's called option 1. Option 2 is where we do one-on-one calls together each week for 8 weeks. There we're going to work together through what you're specifically going through, and I will guide you as you apply the systems of this method to help you specifically on what you're going through. This is the best way I know how to help you to connect. I've used this method for years, and I know it to be effective in many different situations. I've taught it to women in so many different seasons of life and multiple situations. I've taught to empty nesters, people that are going through retirement, people that are taking care of aging parents, taught it to women that are coming out of depression. It also helps you to know what you want to do, like when you have kind of lost the ability to know what you want. And if you've been in that place, you know what I'm talking about. The unique connection method applies to all of them because I'm teaching you how to find the best version of you, showing up for whatever's coming next. So to sign up for that, you sign up for that 8-week bundle where we begin working together. And that is right here if you want to sign up for option number 2. And you'll get this again where you'll choose the date and time you want to start, and then that will be your first session, and then we'll figure out the rest of them from there. So that's what the connection mentorship is, and you'll sign up for those 8 weeks on this calendar. Okay. It is my very favorite way to connect with women because I see you and I know how hard you're trying because I'm right there with you, and I'm here in that way to help you however I can. And this is my set of unique gifts and talents. I'm really good at helping you to find yours. I know that sometimes it takes an outsider's perspective, one who doesn't know your kids or your husband or your friends. So without any judgment of them, I can come in and help you because I know how you want to protect them. You don't want to feel like we're attacking them. When I don't know them, all I'm doing is teaching you how you can best connect to you so that you know how to show up for them. It's a big deal, and I love teaching you that. The other thing that's really important about this is it gives you a level of accountability that you don't have when you just do it on your own. So I'd love to be able to offer that encouragement and accountability in that way. All right, let's keep scrolling down. This is where you can listen to the podcast. So if you like to listen to it on your computer, this is a good way to do it. You can just click on the newest episode. It will come up and you'll see the next one that you can listen to, and you can just play and listen to it there. I also have some testimonials from some of my good friends from being in my classes, and I've written down some of their testimonials, some of the things they have to say about the Unique Connection program. All right, here is the place where you can subscribe for the Keeping It Together community. You just click on here and you'll sign up for that. Down here, this is at the very bottom, and I have other ways that I can share some things with you that connect to your time, life, and self. These are some free things that I've created for you to help you to get started, like the positive journaling checklist helps you to get started in journaling. It's one of my episodes here on the podcast, and this is the download that I gave you to go with that. And so I offer it to everybody. If you want to start building a traveler's notebook, this next one is 4 steps to the perfect traveler's notebook. That will help you. That's a really good one. It walks through every step you need, where to go. It's got links to take you to that fabrics gallery like I showed you, has links to some videos to help you choose what size and style you want. It's got everything. Moments to Memories is a way to start keeping track of the life that you're living. And I love this Moments to Memory. That's a great one too. So here's some more journaling prompts. The Overburden No More playbook goes along with one of my episodes as well here on the podcast. Here's one to connecting to your time. This walks you through figuring out what some of your priorities are. It's not as in-depth as my programs, but this one will help get you started. And then if you already have a traveler's notebook, the Refresh Your TN one helps you to see how you can take your iron and some scissors and make your traveler's notebook look like new. Okay, so choose as many of these as you want. You can have all of them. There's no limit to that. So hopefully walking you through this has helped you to understand my website a little bit more. All right, I hope that was helpful for you today. I wanted to show you all the ways that I'm creating to help you. I'm so grateful for you and all the support that you've given me. I'm ready to support you in many different ways now, too. So today, I also would like to invite you personally, since I'm looking at you today, that I've created a brand new workshop, and it's geared toward my soon-to-be empty nesters out there. But the truth is, it really can help anyone who is going through a season of a life change, things that like a transition, hard transitions that move you from one time of your life to another. And I'd like to offer some tips that can better help you with that. So if you're feeling a little bit lost, if you're feeling like you've lost the purpose you used to have in your life, if you don't remember who you are or what used to be important to you, if you're having a hard time feeling happy and motivated to get going every day, if you can't answer the question, what do you want? This is the little training for you. I walk you through 3 tips to reconnect to you. It'll help you to begin the process of discovering who you are and what you want in this next chapter of life. Now, I believe that everything you need to move forward is inside you, and I'm going to show you how to access that. Here's the best news. It's totally free. Just go to hunkeedori.com/empty. I'll leave it below this episode, and you can enter the email address you'd like me to send this video training to. You'll also be signed up for my weekly letter of encouragement that comes to your inbox. It helps you to become a member of the Hunkeedori Keeping It Together community. And who wouldn't want to be a part of that, right? So go to hunkeedori.com/empty to get that workshop sent to you. It's just a short video, but I filled it with some of my top tips to help you to make the connection with the most important person in all of these big changes, and that's you. All right, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back here again real soon.